USA Today is reporting Home Depot is doling out bonuses of up to $1,000 to U.S. hourly workers, becoming the last major national employer to hand out checks after President Trump's corporate tax cut. The home improvement chain said it would also continue to distribute success sharing payments tied to the company's financial performance, kind of like profit sharing, yeah. At Walmart, bonuses of up to $1,000 were distributed to workers with at least 20 years of experience. Most workers were eligible for a few $100s. Walmart also increased its minimum wage to $11. Starbucks announced Wednesday it would give hourly workers $500 bonuses and spend $120 million on wage hikes. Dozens of other major national employers have also announced bonuses or wage increases, including J.P. Morgan increase, Walt Disney Company, and Wells Fargo. Economists have argued that wage increases are more meaningful than one-time bonuses because they're permanent. Retailers are among the biggest winners from Trump's tax act. They typically pay high tax rates and thus will benefit most from the rates cut from 35 to 25. Home Depot says it's still calculating the effect of the corporate tax cut, but expects a positive impact, and it's sharing, of course, all success with their team. So it kind of defeats all those mean old companies. If you let them keep money that's theirs, they will just keep it. They're just greedy. Argument. The evil GOP tax cut. It just defeats the argument. I mean, it doesn't matter what your politics are. You have to look at the actual reality, the actual facts of what occur. And it's a mathematical thing for some people. You know, for instance, I don't run Home Depot. I mean, I run a little old company here. Our company's about 700 people, okay? And a couple $100 million a year. You know, it's not anywhere near like a Home Depot. But I promise you, this morning I was sitting in our operating board meeting, and we were looking at an investment that we're getting ready to do that will allow us to hire about 40 more people because of the investment. And I looked at my CFO, and I said, well, with the GOP tax cut, are we going to have any money to do that with? Is that going to help? And his answer was, it'll almost pay for it. So that's 40 jobs. I didn't get that money and go, oh, I need to buy me something. And I'm a business owner. I mean, I can buy me something if I want. It's my stuff. It's my money. Shut up. But if I don't want to buy me something and I want to grow my business, I can invest in my business if you let me keep my money and don't send it to Washington to buy $20,000 toilet seats. Because those idiots up there don't know how to spend anything. You figured that out, right? I mean, even if you're like completely left wing, you have to admit that they're really crummy at handling money up there. I mean, if your brain is plugged in at all, you have to just look at the evidence and go, they suck at handling money. And so every dollar you send up there, it limps at best back out into the economy, if it makes it back out into the economy at all, because they'll just chop it up into little pieces. And I mean, some people know how to make money. Some people know how to make it disappear. They know how to make it disappear. Business people seem to know how to make money. And here's what's interesting, okay? Let me tell you about Starbucks, Home Depot, and Walmart. They employ people, the very nature of the type of person, the life situation that their typical employee is in, means that those three companies have three of the highest turnover of employees of any type of company out there. Retail and the restaurant world, right? So Starbucks, Walmart, Home Depot. I mean, Walmart has like a 200% turnover in a year on average. I mean, that's their average. So that means that some people leave, they have to hire three people that year to fill that position. And then they've got people that have been with them 25 years. And it's not because they're a bad company. It's the nature of of somebody says, okay, I'm going to go get a job at Walmart. Now, you know, some people say that, and I'm going to go get a job at Home Depot. I'm going to go get a job at Starbucks. Most people that do that don't say, I'm going to get a job at Starbucks and work there 25 years and work my way up into the home office. No, they go, I'm going to go make some coffee because I need some money, and then if I want to quit later, I'll quit. I'm going to work at Home Depot on the weekend. I want to quit later. I'll quit. And there's nothing wrong with that. I tell people get an extra job all the time, and those are 3 great companies to work for. They're all 3 good companies. So, but here's the thing. That turnover ratio costs those companies a lot of money because they're constantly having to spend money to hire and recruit and hire and recruit. When they pay more, you know what it does to their turnover ratio? Drops it. So it saves them money. So they're able to invest that money by paying better, not out of the goodness of their heart. It's not just generosity. They didn't just give the money away. They paid somebody for working. And they paid them more for working. It's a business decision. And it's not that they're evil people. It just, this sometimes these people say, well, the GOP thing, that caused people to be generous. No, it's not generosity. If I pay someone more here, it's usually because I freaking want them to stay. Hello. And somebody else is willing to pay them more. It's an economic decision, And so I pay them more than somebody else would pay them, and that keeps them here. That's part of the thing. Now, not everybody stays just because of that, and very few people would stay because of that only if they were being abused in a bad cultural situation and all that. It's a great culture. We win Best Place to Work every year, all that kind of stuff. But then you got to pay them. You got to pay people. And the more you pay them, the lower the turnover is, assuming you've got a good culture. So it's a business decision. But it's interesting they were able to make that decision to give these people bonuses or raise their minimum wage to $11 or different things, and because they didn't get their money taken away from them. And so if those people that work there make more money, what happens to that money? Do they keep it? Do they hoard it? No. They go buy another pair of blue jeans. They put gas in their car. They go to a restaurant. When you go to a restaurant and you give somebody at the restaurant your money because you made a little more money because you work at Home Depot and you got a $1,000 bonus, what happens at the restaurant? Oh, the waiter gets paid. Oh, the cook gets paid. Oh, the hostess gets paid. The general manager gets paid. When they get paid, what happens to their money? Oh, they buy their kids' clothes, and the guy that works at the factory making kids' clothes gets paid. And the guy selling it gets paid. And the guy who drives the truck that delivers the clothes gets paid. None of this happens when you send it to the government. This is common sense, y'all. That's why they call it currency. It has a flow to it, unless you put it in a dead-end pond with scum on it called Washington. So that's why this is working. That's why all these people are getting paid. It's because these people have more money to pay people. Happened here today. Isn't that an odd thing? Right here in this building today. Wow, just like that. I have more money. What'd I do with it? I kept it all because I'm greedy. No, we figured out a way to hire 40 more people. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.